If you just came for the title, skip to 1430. The rest of the video is an actual tier list. According to YouTube statistics, only a small percentage of the people that watch my videos are actually
Alpha, it's a danger close within 300 feet.
Killback's 1 Alpha, 300 feet, danger close.
Friendly's in the area.
7-man team, north of Orange Smoke.
Proceed killbox 1 Alpha. Gauge hostile.
According to YouTube statistics,
Give a fisherman a bucket, and he'll fill it with fish. Give a knight a quest, and he'll fill it with completeness. Give Traveler's Tales games your childhood, and they will fill it with the screams of not just men, but women and children. In 2005, we got the first LEGO Star Wars game, and everyone was like, wow, the whole prequel trilogy? But it wasn't enough. The Star Wars fans wanted to see the original trilogy bricked as well. And so in 2006, we got LEGO Star Wars 2, and we all thought that was it, but by God, Traveler's Tales still had enough fire left burning in their holy souls for one last title. You see, those first two games were the arm, but this was the blade. It was like the heartiest soup imaginable, a soup full of mini-kits and Lego studs, and every character you could want from the Star Wars galaxy, and even characters you maybe didn't want, like the Pit Droid or Jar Jar Binks. And that soup was served to everyone 10 and up. And what do you know? They like the soup! Yo, what is this? A recipe for drip soup? What is that? Some kind of... And those of us that weren't 10 and up, we would lay in our beds and act like good little kids, but it was all a facade. Our eyes were closed, but our minds were alive. Enlightened with thoughts of sneaking out of bed at 2 in the morning, turning on the Xbox and playing with the volume on 1 bar, low enough that our parents wouldn't wake up, but loud enough that you could still hear the fighting in the cantina. You see, LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga isn't just a game. It's a mindset, and if you develop that mindset at an early age, you can never break it. That is why I come to you now with this tier list of characters. This wasn't just a video idea that came to me one day sitting in my econ class. This video was conceived that first night at 2 a.m. playing in the cantina when the mindset was born all those years ago. It always has been and always will be. You see, my friends, fame is a vapor, popularity an accident, but the only earthly certainty is LEGO Star Wars. We'll start with the royalty first, Queen Amidala.
get down!
Zoom in.
It's Among Us?
Closer.
Terrible Temple 13 Bay. Actually, let me explain the tier list first. So at the top we got True Jedi, and then sauced, peeled, juiced, diced.
Boy, that's a big onion. Look at that.
No, and Jar Jar Binks. I know. Are the tiers Betty Crocker references? Well, it's actually the level of swole they're on. But in terms of outfits and gadgets and whatever. But you know the Clone Boy's gonna be in that sauced tax bracket.
This is 2015 here, and looks quite a bit different. As far as his muscularity, he's still quite jacked though.
First off, we got young Anakin. He has no gun. Where's his gun?
I have the gun.
We got Boss Nass. He also has no gun, but he is looking pretty swole, so... Roses are red? This is Boss Nass. He doesn't have the firepower.
Oh my God!
But he's got the mass. Okay, I'm really sorry, Halo, but you gotta leave. The other references say you're taking up too much space. Instead of listing these characters one by one, I'm gonna categorize them by their skills and talk about them as a group. Because I just remembered 3 years ago when Mr. Skane told me that was better writing. Thank you, Mr. Skane. The first group are the characters that use melee weapons, from axes to the crystals. Everyone is included. Jedi, Sith, avid lightsaber collectors.
Ooh, can I see your lightsaber for a minute? I just want to hold it.
Bam! All of a sudden, he's taking your lightsaber and your friend's lightsaber, and ooh, He got your mom's credit card too!
Drop a like and subscribe in the next 5 seconds if you guys would like to unlock every single skin in Fortnite for absolutely free. Do not risk it. Before the video starts, I am gifting.
Now pretty much all of these characters share a 3-step weapon animation, and then a different 3 swings if you attack again right after. These ground attacks are only good for fighting one target at a time and can feel a little sluggish at times. The Jedi and the Sith have a leap attack that damages one target and a slam attack that is good for ground control.
I like your cut, G.
Other people like the Imperial Guard have a leap attack, but they kind of just fall and die.
Oh my god! Oh jeez! Oh my god!
But did you know about the secret move?
Back at it again at Krispy Kreme.
Some of these animations are recycled, which automatically puts the characters lower on the list, but some are unique to a character. So for Anakin, he has a spinning animation when he attacks, and no matter whether you're playing as I Love Padme Anakin or today I'm gonna commit child murder Anakin, he still acts like a skateboard in a Tony Hawk game. We also have Darth Maul on Twitter saying, I'm not like the other girls, my normal jump is a side flip. Ayo, she quirky though? And I of course have to mention who thinks he's a Nier Automata and hasn't figured out he's a Star Wars character. There are even exclusiver abilities like Force Lightning that only these 2 random old guys have. The lightning is a little bit better than using a lightsaber because the enemy can't fight back when they're being zapped, slapped, and booby-trapped. The lightning works well with both characters, but the juxtaposition of Dooku's aura of elegance with a power that's probably a war crime is just so poggers. Darth Vader has a force choke ability that acts the same way and is even more exclusive because he alone wields it. The way Vader crosses his arms and taps his foot during his idle animation is just full of the exaggerated swagger of a Sith Lord. You can also play as the Force Ghosts. My life has been drained, now I drain your 401k. You see those white orbs? That is a sign that you are dripped out of your tree. Enemies will completely ignore you and you also can't take damage.
What the f is hit detection?
These 2 reasons together explain why the price is the same as a Los Santos penthouse. In summary, Captain Tarples barely makes it out of the Jar Jar Binks bracket because, well, he's not Jar Jar Binks. Gamorrean Guard gets a no because every time you swing his axe it gets stuck in the ground. Actually, he does have a good guitar animation, so he gets to move up 1. Luke Skywalker Endor is here pretty much because his outfit looks like a COD camo unlocked for 10 kills. Everyone in the juiced bracket is here because they don't really have any outstanding features or moves, which is, you know, why they're in the average bracket. Imperial Guard is peeled because he looks like he's wearing All Supreme, and these guys are here because they look sick and they have pretty cool animations. Same for the sauced bracket. And I know someone's gonna ask why I didn't put Ghost Yoda in the True Jedi bracket. Well, here's the thing. I get that a Jedi's ghost has to look like they did when they died, but bro, would it have killed them to remove his cane? For the love of God, just smack it away from him. He clearly doesn't need it, plus he's already dead. Are you telling me dead people still have arthritis?
Pros, superior intellect. Cons, physically disabled.
For his neutral special, he wields a gun.
The Gunslingers are like a box of chocolates. If a box of chocolates had proven itself time and time again as the most nail-hardened gunslingingest rascal around by shooting and killing other boxes in cold blood, that would be just like these Gunslingers, because that's exactly what they have done. They roam around the cantina looking for work or drink, always one or the other. There's a loose cannon. Make one wrong move and you'll find yourself with a bullet in your chest faster than you could say Monster Energy Ultra Black, which is the only thing these lunatics drink. They can spot a faker from a mile away and they ain't afraid to call him out. You never killed those Jenkins brothers, did you? You're not even from the West, are you? Say it! But honestly, this group is really diverse. If your fantasy is to play as a cool action hero that's even cooler with the gamer girls, or a small bear with Olympic level slingshot accuracy, you can be either. Oh, but don't take the funny blue man with the neck breaking animation. I'm saving that for tomorrow. Most of these characters shoot at a moderate pace, approximately 2 Lego bullets per Lego second. And aside from the zipline ability that all blasters share, they have nothing else going for them. It basically comes down to who you want to play as. But if you are looking for a competitive edge in a 14-year-old children's game, you want to be using Han Solo. Traveler's Tales adopted his hotshot style into the game by making him shoot much faster than the other characters. He also has the ability to passively dodge incoming bullets, as opposed to just standing there. There are other characters that have these abilities, like Imperial officers and bounty hunters, but there are so many levels with Han Solo that you might as well just play him most of the time. Remember that special Jedi backflip move I showed you? Well, peep this one! Like really, peep this one! If you are using a character that can dive, mash the X button while they're falling and they will shoot 3 bullets in quick succession. I thought this was a glitch, but I was playing as Lando and noticed he actually has an animation for it, so it was intentional.
Straighten your arm. Just hold the gun properly, Chuck.
Shoot 1 bullet while falling and then do the button mash and you can get 4 bullets out. The only thing I can compare it to is building in Fortnite, but even that isn't as difficult. Some pretty unique characters include the Droideka, whose shield gives you invincibility as long as you're walking, the Beach Trooper, which is the Beach Trooper.
Now, let's take a look at him. Wow.
The Tusken Raider, who has an actual rifle, probably a Mosin-Nagant, all things considered, and Indiana Jones, the only man in the galaxy that shoots real bullets. But the pinnacle of the gunslinger genre is by far Boba and Jango Fett. These are the Cubans, baby. These are the Cohibas, the Monte Cristos. This is a Mark II dual-pump back-to-fuel duranium alloy complex that is both a hover device and is equipped with a 416 Class C Red-Nosed Roger air-to-D's-nuts blasted into the ground homing rocket. Also on board is a Mobius 1 designated AAS-117 blockchain thermal detonator, which is actually my YouTube password, cut that. It's capable of busting the bunker under the bunker you just busted. If it were any smarter, it would make an anime to surpass Attack on Titan. This is my Eiffel Tower, my Sayuri, my GeForce RTX 3070. And it's capable of reducing the population of the Mos Eisley Cantina to 0. These 2 strapping young men are easily the best in the game, and they are the way. In summary, this is what the list looks like so far. I honestly have nothing to say.
Yo, dudes, the Empire's pretty chill.
Look at this. This is the manual from LEGO Star Wars 2, right? And I was looking in it. And bro, to properly complete this game, one must unlock every single character. Otherwise, I'd seriously reconsider calling yourself a gamer. And I put check marks on every single one. The final group are the civilians, the characters that have neither a gun nor a melee weapon.
Got something. Deputy, I've got a big problem on my hands.
I would argue that these characters are actually the most essential part of the roster because it shows that TT Games really wanted to make the game feel complete, even if they don't necessarily do anything. Some of these characters like Dexter Jettster and Chancellor Palpatine literally cannot do a single thing, but the roster wouldn't feel right without them, especially the Gonk Droid. And the Pit Droid and PK Droid are useless too, but their animations alone give them a lot of personality.
She said that to me once, about being a machine.
It's great that you can use the Imperial Spy's radio animation, and for some reason the Kaminoans can dance.
Royale, yeah, Fortnite, we bow to get down.
That being said, some of them do have things to do like disable droids or unlock doors, crawl through tunnels, and fight with their fists. This is a combination of good game mechanics with canonical abilities, which is basically how all of these characters work.
Yo, dudes.
TC-14 is cool, but isn't on the same level as C-3PO. The same goes for the astromech droids and R2-D2. The children are fun, but I don't want to say too much about them considering I am a YouTuber. Gonk Droid has ascended past the sky ceiling. Jar Jar Binks has somehow broken through the bedrock. Lobot has a runway strut for some reason. Ugly character, ugly character. Ugly character, beautiful character, Pit Droid funny, PK Droid funny, Dexter funny, Palpatine poopy, Imperial Spy, and ladies and gentlemen, the LEGO Star Wars tier list. But who cares, honestly? What I want to know is who could I beat in a fight? First, my stats. I'm 5'7", 160 pounds, and my bench is only 170, which isn't good, but not terrible either. I've never been in a fight, but I do like to hit the bag for fun. I know nothing about boxing though. I would say I'm fairly athletic for a 20-year-old. I usually drink a protein shake every day, and I drink a lot of milk and stuff. Stats of a minifigure. According to Reddit, if one stud is equal to 1 foot, that would make a minifigure 5'2". Unfortunately, I don't even have a significant height advantage over them. Legos are made from a strong, resilient plastic known as
acrylonitrile-butadiene-styrene.
This basically means that I can't take too many hits from their Lego hands or I'll be laid out pretty quick. Or maybe even punctured if enough force is applied. The material is most likely too tough for me to perform a discombobulation move on them, so I would have to stick to regular punches. Now just to be clear, this is a fist fight, so they can't use blasters or lightsabers of the Force or anything like that. The tiers are from I would win at the top to I would lose at the bottom. Peter Parker versus Eddie Brock and I'm Peter.
You want forgiveness?
Get religion. I would probably win. It's anyone's guess. I mean, maybe if Rip and Tear was playing, I could win. In Mr. Krabs, I don't feel so good. So I put everyone shorter than me in the top bracket because, let's be honest, it's much easier to lay a kid out than an adult. I also put any of the old men in the top bracket because they probably have osteoporosis. The Gungans are there because I would just, if I saw them, I would just have a Doom guy just blood rage rush over me and they would be out like a light. C-3PO and TC-14 can't exactly move their arms, so yeah, that would be a pretty easy fight. I would probably win against all of the women because, let's be honest, men are biologically stronger, but I think they still have a chance that they could win because, I don't know, these women are pretty tough in the movies, bro. I put the Force ghosts in this middle bracket because they can't really punch me and I can't punch them, you know, because my arms and whatever would phase through them, so I'm not really sure what happened. Luke Skywalker is in the middle because he kind of seems soft, you know, especially in A New Hope. And the same goes for Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon Jinn. These guys I really don't feel confident against. Like, they wouldn't destroy me right off the bat like these people, like the clones. But see, the difference between the stormtroopers and the clones are that the stormtroopers, I feel like they kind of got soft, you know. These battle droids, I'm really not sure what would happen. I'm not sure about like the maneuverability of their arms and whatever. And then yeah, these people would just eat me, like they would actually eat me. Well boys, that's the end of the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I am painfully aware of my almost 6-month hiatus from YouTube now, so I will be making an update on that pretty soon. Not sure when, but pretty soon, like next 2 weeks probably, because there's some other stuff I want to do with this channel now that I need to explain. But yeah, if you liked the video, make sure to like the video and yeah, I'll see you next time.